I also think the main thing that comes to mind from a biblical perspective is straight up in Genesis, the beginning of it. A man will be married to his wife, and he'll actually leave and become one with his wife. So they actually will leave
The
the
authority.
the parents, the covering, and then come out of that covering, or I would even say that house,
Yeah.
and be with his wife. So from the sense of biblically, actually, I think until you are married, you should actually be under the covering of your parents. And obviously, there are some nuance to it, like some
But in
parents
general, that's
maybe
what
aren't
I
great.
I
Yeah,
believe.
even if you're living out of the house, you're still honoring and listening to your parents with specific
yeah,
things.
and I would say that. And I think there are some times where it's like, yeah, maybe you're in school or you're doing different things. You're maybe not under your parents' covering in the sense of
Like
like
physically.
your house.
Yeah.
But I would say you want to be under your parents. You want to be under their protection. I actually think there's a lot of protection to physically living with your parents.
Yeah.
Because I think at 18, if I were to live apart from mom and dad, and I were to just be on my own with like my friends, even if they were pretty good friends, I'd probably do dumb things.
Or just
If
waste
they're
your time.
18, I'd probably waste my time, and I'd actually probably be losing money and all this stuff. Or also would I think there's protection in being in your parents' house.
But you lose the parents to lose influence over or even that covering of teaching them and guiding them into adulthood. Rather, you're just forcing them into them being like they have to make it on their own. When really you're just removing all say you have over their life because like, okay, you kicked me out already. I'm paying all my bills. You literally have no say over what I'm doing. I've seen a lot of kids even with that. They actually have a lot of bitterness towards their parents for being like, I don't want.
Get outta
It's
here.
basically saying I don't want a relationship with you just because you're 18. It's crazy.